Just do it. Make your dreams come true.
Divorces in the West, Canada, United States, etc., are initiated by women, and over 50% of marriages end in divorce. So I think there's a problem here. These modern day relationships clearly don't work. And I think a lot of it is because the gender roles have become ambiguous. Women have become more masculine and men have become more feminine.
Yes.
And it just doesn't work. You know, we're trying to put a square peg in a round hole, and it just doesn't work. The world has always existed where the man is in a leadership position and the woman is in a submissive position, and he runs the household, he works, she stays at home. Now, is that to say women shouldn't work? No, I ain't saying that. But what I am saying is that since gender roles are ambiguous now and men are no longer in leadership positions, women find them weak and they divorce. Because a lot of guys are taught to be, get with your feelings, get more emotional, open up to me, all this other that I tell guys not to ever do. Because as the man, you're the stable rock in the relationship.
Should women be submissive in a romantic relationship? Should she allow a guy to lead in a romantic relationship? 100%. She should allow a man to lead in a romantic relationship. And I'm going to explain why. It actually goes back to how a woman was designed and how a man was designed. And if you hear me out, you'll understand what I mean. Plus, you'll understand a little bit more about what men mean when it comes to him asking or requesting for submissiveness. Now, I just want to preference this real quick, guys. Men, if you're watching this video right now, you shouldn't even need to be asking a woman to be submissive. If you're asking, she's probably not the one for you. If she's open to the idea and she wants to step more into a feminine, maybe, you know, there's a chance. But ultimately, you want to go for a woman that's submissive already. All right. Now, women and men speak two different languages. When a guy is saying submissive, he doesn't mean to be controlling you. He doesn't mean you're a doormat. He doesn't mean he's going to walk all over you. He doesn't mean you're less than him or anything like that. He just wants to be his natural masculine energy. He wants to be in his masculine frame. That's what we mean by submissive. In other words, he's asking and requesting for you to be feminine. He's asking you to be soft. He's asking you to be sweet. He's asking you to be gentle. He's asking you to be cooperative. He's asking you to be very attentive to what he's saying and actually hear him, understand him, maybe even repeat back what he says to make sure that you've got him right. He doesn't want to be argumentative and for you to take things the wrong way. He wants things to be easygoing, simple, easy, no bickering, no nitpicking, no complaining, whining about the little things that he's not doing. He wants a woman that is easy to be around. It should be like your best friends, okay? A guy wants a best friend that he can have sex with all the time. That's what he wants. He wants to have fun experiences with you. All this seriousness about he's not doing this, he's not doing that. He couldn't care less about that stuff. He wants a really good friend that he can chill and watch Netflix with. He wants a person who he can really have a companionship with, and it's good to talk to, relax, have a conversation, go out, meet friends, social experiences, have fun, travel the world, all this stuff. He wants things to be easygoing and happy. When he's asking you to be submissive, that is what he's asking for. When he's asking you to be submissive, he's asking you to not bring your masculine traits from the world into the relationship. Maybe you've been brought up by a single mother. Maybe you've been brought up by a single father and you got a whole ton of masculine energy. He doesn't want that in a romantic relationship. He wants to be the man. He doesn't want you to be a man. He wants you to be the total opposite of a man, which is a woman, right? Feminine energy. Now, can a woman have masculine energy and feminine energy? Absolutely. Can a man have masculine energy and feminine energy? Absolutely. Should those energies be 50-50 in each party? No, I don't agree with that. Within a romantic relationship, I don't think that's going to work. I think we should have certain roles and jobs within a relationship. And that's not to say you can't swap over roles and take over. Maybe the guy's gonna cook sometimes and the woman's gonna cook sometimes, whatever it is. But naturally, someone's gonna be better at something else. Maybe the woman's better at cooking and she really likes it and she likes to enjoy cooking. Maybe the guy kind of likes to enjoy cooking, but he's not as good at it. So isn't it going to be prioritized that the woman's going to be more of the cook in the family? Maybe he cooks less during the week, whatever it is. That's not 50-50, is it? Right? Now, a guy has certain hormones, a certain physiology. A woman has certain hormones and certain physiology. A woman has soft breasts. a soft vagina, soft skin. Her muscles don't get as strong as a man's muscles. Point blank, period. You're designed differently. Women are designed differently from men, meaning you have a different brain. You have a different way of thinking. You have a different way of speaking. You have a different way of communicating. Men understand the world differently from a woman. A woman understands the world differently from a man. We see things completely differently, meaning we speak two completely different languages. Does that make sense? We speak different languages, and that's okay. We just need to understand each other and how we think. So when a guy says he wants a submissive woman, he's not saying that he wants to stamp on you and you're like a little bug to him or anything like that, especially a guy that's a good man, right? I'm not saying to be submissive to any kind of guy, women, right? I'm saying be submissive to the right guy and allow him to take charge. Allow him to be in his freedom, take charge and take control in terms of going out to hunt, taking care of things, planning. Sometimes women can plan and organize as well, but like planning and executing and getting shit done. Allow him to be in that role and do those things and know it will be done on time. And when you keep on questioning him if he's done this or he hasn't done this or whatever it is, you are emasculating his ability to just go and do it. He doesn't want to be told twice, right? He heard you. Maybe sometimes men forget, right? Sometimes men forget, and that's okay. And you can remind him. But when you're on his case, he does not like it, right? He doesn't want to hear it twice. He knows he's already got it there. It's no rush to him, because for women, they have a certain time frame that they want things done. They want things done in a certain time frame, and if it's not done in that time frame, they get all upset about it. But men know they have this to do, that to do. They've got it managed in their mind. They know what they need to do. It's already there, and they know the timing in which it will take to get that stuff done, right? Now, when you interfere with that timing, it makes us stress. It stresses us out, all right? Now, knowing that we're on two different time frames, and men will do it if you allow the ample time for him to get it done, it will be done. But obviously, oftentimes women don't like seeing the messy dishes there for a long period of time, for example, right? But it's going to get done, right? Just allow him to be him. You know what we got to do in relationships? We got to allow the person to be the person. Stop pushing. Stop trying to change the person. Let the person naturally be themselves and see how they behave. Stop telling them what to do. Stop requesting stuff. Stop expressing your standards and your boundaries and all this stuff. You shouldn't have to most of the time. You should allow that person to be themselves and see how they act, see how they treat you. Once you see how they treat you, then you know, okay, this is not for me, I'm gonna move on. Or this is for me, I'm gonna move on. Or this is not for me, let me see if I can communicate this and express it. Okay, but allow the person to be them. Okay, allow the person to be the person naturally. Let them naturally treat you nice. Let them naturally get you gifts. Let them naturally do the acts of service, the compliments or whatever. Stop trying to change the person, all right? Get with someone who naturally does those things so he doesn't have to work or she doesn't have to work to think, oh, I need to give her a compliment and this and that, whatever it is, right? Let their nature come out and fulfill you, right? Without trying to push on these standards. And that's not to say you can't communicate things that you need. I'm just saying don't do that shit too much. You can't change a person. It's who they are. Meet them as they are and accept them as they are. And if they're willing to evolve and change on that, like from you communicating it, that's okay. But if not, don't push on it. That's who they are, accept them for who they are, and that's how you're gonna make a relationship work. Anyway, going back to the point of the video, rewind here. The point of the video is about submissiveness. And through life, women have been taught to be more masculine out in the world, in their job, in their career, all this stuff. Within a romantic relationship, guys, masculine men don't want to deal with a masculine woman. Some men like it, some men are okay with it or whatever it is. It's my belief that they haven't been with a masculine woman long enough to know that it's not going to work and it's going to be a struggle and all of this stuff. But soon enough, they will realize that that's not what they want and doesn't work within a relationship, this whole 50-50 stuff. I'm not to say that a woman can't lead within a relationship and make decisions within a relationship and all this stuff. She can, but oftentimes the man's role or the man's natural hormonal system and what he's designed to do is being emasculated or disintegrated. I don't know what word to use, all right? Women, you have estrogen and oxytocin. Those two hormones, if we take away the conditioning, the ego construct, the way that your mentality, your mindset was set, right? If you take away all of that and it was just your hormonal system, you would naturally lean towards more nurturing jobs, more nurturing careers, and want to build a family and have kids, okay? Or create some sort of community. That's what you are biologically designed to do. Point blank, period. That's the way your hormonal system is set up. Okay, again, when you take away the conditioning, that's what you are designed to do. And so there's a lot of deprogramming to do within the womb, man, and realizing that that is your nature to do those things. And we need that in society to make society function well. The masculine, or the man, has masculine traits. He has testosterone. His hormones are designed to go out and hunt, right? To go out and do shit, right? To go out and build things. That's what a man's designed to do. That's what God made, the universe made, nature made us as, and the woman, right? We're designed that way. That's our blueprint. Why are we ignoring the blueprint? And why are we not using the blueprint within a relationship dynamic? What is this 50-50 stuff about? It doesn't make freaking sense to me. It doesn't make sense, right? God didn't design it that way. The relationships on average last 2.5 years. I think it's 2 years and 7 months. The average relationship lasts 2 years and 7 months. That's including people who get married, right? 50% of marriages end in divorce, and 70% of those divorces are initiated by women. Women have a lot of power in our reality, and there's a lot of delusion on the feminine side, on the women's side, unfortunately. Okay, now some men are delusional and they're weird and crazy and whatever it is, and they expect to get sex and blah blah blah, whatever, right? And you know, that's okay for them to whatever, right? And it's okay for the women to think this way right now, but it's this weird fairy tale thing going on over here with the women, all right, with men. Women need to be a little bit more realistic about what they want within a man and what they can attain based on their looks, based on their age, based on their femininity, right? And all this stuff, okay? So men, you need to, in order to attract a feminine woman, you need to be in your masculine frame, point blank, period, okay? Get this through your head. Men, you need to be masculine. Women may ask or request for you to be feminine or emotionally available, have some emotional intelligence and all this stuff. Take that with a pinch of salt. Do not give them too much emotion. They don't want it, okay? They will become unhappy. Not only that, they will start seeing you as weak. When they start seeing you as weak, guess what? They wean their way in there, right? They wean their way in there and they start tearing you down, okay? And the reason they do that is because it's their nature to tear you down. They want to shit test you to make sure you're in your masculine frame. Okay, so every time a woman tests you, make sure you stay more in your masculine frame, because she wants to know that you're there to defend her, to protect her, to go out and hunt for her, to make her feel safe. She needs to be able to trust you completely. If she was falling backwards, you need to catch her. She needs to know that. She needs to feel like 150% that you're gonna catch her every single freaking time, and you cannot fall through that weakness. Don't let no cracks leak any ounce of weakness. Emotional intelligence and being emotionally available. Do not share too much emotion with women, even though they ask for it. It might be what they want and what they ask for, but trust me, when they get it too much, guess what? They start becoming unattracted. Not all women are like that, but a majority of women are, even if they're spiritual. Do not listen to them when they ask for this stuff, okay? They want a masculine figure. They can be feminine with their women. They can speak about feminine stuff with their women, okay? With their women friends, okay? And you speak about your problems with masculine men. Do not cry around a woman. Cry around your boys, your men, your male friends, okay? Do not show any weakness around women, okay? Only share a little bit of emotion, not too much, okay? You do not want to have a woman break down your masculinity, because when you lose your masculinity, she is going to become more and more unattracted. And at the same time, she's going to raise her masculinity traits because she feels that you cannot protect her. So she's going to raise her masculine traits. Then you become more feminine. She becomes more masculine. She starts becoming less attracted to you. Then she's going to find another alpha male that you know she's now attracted to, or she's looking at, or she's cheating on you with, or whatever. And now we have a situation. Okay, so relationships and relationship dynamics are interesting. And when a guy says, "Hi, hey, I want you to be submissive," he's asking you to be feminine, ladies. That's all he's asking for. The language and the word being used might sound a little bit toxic, but that's what he's asking for. But overall, guys, you shouldn't be needing to request that from a woman in the first place. Step more into your masculinity, and maybe she will be more feminine. Okay, step more into your masculinity, show that you can take charge and all this stuff. But at the same time, women, you gotta allow him to come in there and take care of you in that way. Maybe you never had a father figure around to protect you in that way, to look after you in that way. So you don't know what it's like to have a man around in the household. And so you don't trust him because men leave, right? Men duck out or whatever it is. That's something you need to heal within yourself and allow a man to be a man within a relationship if you want that relationship to work. Fuck all the 50-50 shit. Like, learn how to have that yin-yang energy in a relationship, that ebb and flow, that magnetic energy, a push and pull energy within the relationship. And that's what's going to create that spark, right? That's what's going to create that healthy friction. That's what's going to create that attraction. That's what's going to have that amazing sex. That's what's going to help facilitate a long-term relationship. Be appreciative of your man. Be appreciative of your woman. Show affection in ways that you can best do, and realize that we are biologically made a certain way. There's a lot of undoing and deprogramming to be doing here, okay? Don't allow society to tell you what you're supposed to be in a relationship. I'm not telling you, I'm telling you what God is saying. God built you a certain way, right? I'm just telling you what God, the universe, the nature, Mother Nature has designed you to be. Your ways of thinking in terms of your mindset on how a relationship to be is your ego and what you've learned from society. And whilst that might work in anecdotal experiences, it's not the truth for everyone. Again, relationships are not working these days, and that is one of the reasons I think why. And women need to learn how to be feminine within a romantic relationship. Now, if you want to learn how to deprogram, unlearn, reprogram your subconscious mind, allow yourself to heal from your father not being around, having to be masculine, go out into the world to go hunt, having to turn into an adult at a young age, and all this stuff. You want to deprogram and heal your traumas and all this stuff. I suggest getting the alchemy energy reading and the manifestation diagnosis session. The link's in the description. You can go to alchemyenergyreading.com. We're helping people manifest crazy amounts of money as well. You can see the testimonials right here. And check out my previous video over here. Check out my 3-part series on how to raise your vibration correctly. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.